Aloha, this is your mean squirrel, here with a quick disclaimer. This podcast contains explicit content and parental discretion is advised. So no bitching if you fucking get offended by anything. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially back, and from when we're recording this episode actually should come out the closest one to Halloween. Ooh. It'll be 1 week off, but you know.
What ghost is that? That ghost?
It's the Halloween season. That's all that matters to.
It's pumpkin season.
Pumpkin, yes. The glorious flavor that is pumpkin that everybody likes to make fun of, but fuck you.
Yeah, you know, I would go to war for pumpkin.
Yeah.
Just call us basic bitches pumpkin spice lovers.
Yeah.
We're back to the basic bitch thing again.
That would be me. I'll be a basic bitch this time. I picked up when I went grocery shopping. I got
2, not just 1, 2 bottles of pumpkin spice whipped cream.
Oh, you bought 2.
I bought
You
2.
bought
Yeah,
2.
there's a whole other
Were you
can.
gonna huff the other one? Why did you get that?
No, that's for her.
That's for her.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Nothing like getting high on some what is that, CO2 pumpkin spice flavor.
Oh, yeah. At least it'll taste good when it's coming up in a burp.
Can I fart pumpkin spice?
I'm not sure I want to be in the room for that.
Okay.
There is a limit to the.
I might hold it and just like sneak my ass right around the corner of your room.
I don't think Brandy's gonna pass her basic training. It's just
Yeah. But anyway, in an effort to be prepared for this week, I actually took notes that everybody can look at, and they're the simplest notes ever.
well, we get to copy off of you.
I don't look at notes. Fuck notes.
Okay, but I'll give you a picture.
What is happening there? I don't know how did. What the hell is that? So
The fucking
Now, I'll
the
let you guys
abortion shoe.
try to describe these shoes.
I don't know those legs. I can only see a bit of those legs, but I'm unnerved by those.
Yeah.
Well, I think the shoes kind of do distort what the legs look like. Because, I mean, if you think about it, if somebody's wearing clown shoes, it makes their legs look skinny and their feet look huge.
Yeah.
These would be clown/elf heels with heels on the toes.
That's just to balance it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you imagine trying to walk in those?
No. Although they'd be good ass kickers, you could like shove that up someone's pooper and like disembowel them at the same time.
You would perforate some ass.
So we'll post this picture in the show notes, I'm sure.
Oh,
what,
yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Just call me the ass perforator.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I just had to start off with some kind of a disturbing picture that they could look at and go,
to get us in the right frame of mind.
Yes.
Ass perforator.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am the ass perforator.
Ass perforator.
Perspirator.
Honestly, if Sade was singing it, it would turn me on. It would turn me on if it was her, no matter what word she was saying.
Would you put your face between her perspirating?
Oh, without a doubt.
Oh!
Without a doubt.
Oh!
Rub that ass sweat all over
Right.
Just motor boat that's sweaty ass.
See, because, and this is why you had to get us going, Greg. Because if you get us offended early, then we get quality.
I can't call this offended. I just call this disturbed.
Well, disturbed. Well, I should say we can aim to offend others.
Oh God, yeah. So if you want to see this picture, I will have it posted on Facebook.com/thesquirreltangent.
Yeah.
It'll be posted.
And I'll be the ass perforator.
If you'd like to hear the full version of ass perforator.
And Josh will be the ass perforator.
Yeah.
Do you have a sweaty ass? Would you like your...
We're going to have to record an album of these at some point.
Would you like your ass to be dry and April fresh? Just call Josh. We have the answer for you.
Oh. Keep forgetting the feel of the sweat. Keep forgetting the slide on my face.
The song "Silence of the Squirrels." When we see the three squirrels.
Sometimes it don't look so clean.
Yeah, if your friends ever ask, what is the squirrel tangent? Just like, well, they sing a lot of Michael McDonald songs. That's as far as I know.
Oh, man. So, yeah.
Mama T, you have anything to say about this?
Oh.
No? Oh, what do you think about ass perspiration?
No comment?
No comment.
No ass. No. Does your ass perspirate?
Non petite does not go ass to mouth.
Oh yes, you do.
Strange freaking. There we go.
Oh God.
So it just ladies don't talk about that sort of stuff in where she comes from.
Right.
No, she only acts like a lady for you and Greg. For me, it's fuck you, bitch.
You get to see the raw, unfiltered Mopatine.
And so it's my standard practice. I do have to talk about something that was happening on the strip. I've held this one back from Brandy at much difficulty because I wanted to come home and talk about this, but I wanted to save it for the show.
So he's hiding things from me.
Oh, there we go.
All for your pleasure.
See, we are ruining relationships for your listening pleasure, people. We are withholding secrets.
With ass perspiration.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are on some form of public transportation, hell, if you're on any form of even private transportation, don't do drugs.
Okay.
I actually had a passenger and come up to me and tell me, and I had to kick this person off the bus, and they come up to me and they say, yeah, there's a guy back there snorting lines. And I go back there and sure as shit, there's a dude with a fucking straw in his hand with a little white powder at the end of the straw. And I'm like, no, you are out. Get off. I wasn't doing anything. But you got the straw with the white powder on the tip of it. What do you think I'm going to see that as? You know.
I was drinking dehydrated water.
At least he had the classy. He got a nice straw from Starbucks. It was and this isn't the first time I've actually had somebody doing drugs on my bus. I looked in my one of my many mirrors that I have on the bus because I have one that keeps an eye on the compartment, and there was a guy in the back of my bus that lit up a freaking crack pipe on my bus.
Jeez.
This was like a year ago, but I mean, this is still. If you're don't be using drugs on the bus.
Recently, you had the guy who just fucking sparked up weed.
Yeah, I've had that happen a few times. I don't mind that as much, but
at least
still
weed is legal. But it's like, why can't you wait till the destination? Like, where are you going?
Right, because there's kids that ride this bus. I drive a bus on the strip, and families get on. taken a tour of the strip on my bus.
You could have took that hit before you got on the bus if
what,
you have anxiety.
Was he doing it off the? Was he doing the lines like off the seat, or what was his?
I don't know. I just saw the straw with the white powder and him sitting there caught red freaking handed.
Are you sure it wasn't a donut?
I am absolutely positive
Did you
there was no
investigate?
donut. There was no
He
donut.
had the donut. He ate the donut, but he fucking snorted the sugar first. Powdered sugar.
There's got to be a better defense that it wasn't me. Like, okay, Shaggy.
He wasn't doing lines. He was doing donut circles.
But I caught you in the scar face. It wasn't me. Like, you got to do better than that.
Yeah. So that was actually.
Did he at least have the decency to wipe the residual powder from
I wasn't looking that close. I walked up, saw the straw with the white stuff, knew exactly who the person was talking about.
Yeah.
And it was like, you need to get off of my bus now.
Wouldn't it be more convenient to go get one of those boba straws?
Dude,
that's
those
like
things are
sucking up an entire 8-ball at once.
Then you get it in there quick, and then the bus driver won't get you.
And then he'll be foaming at the mouth, like flipping on the floor like a fish out of water.
Now, I don't know anything about drug use other than marijuana, which I even haven't even used that in over a decade. So, folks, please, as far as I know, that would probably be a bad idea. We don't need you overdosing on a bus.
I wasn't really around in the 80s, so I don't. The logistics of cocaine use are always fascinating to me.
I grew up in the 80s.
There's a palpable middle finger.
Yeah.
I think you guys can hear it, but I just wanted to.
The bird is flying.
The bird is flying.
There's a flock of birds now.
Yeah. a flock of seagulls, you could say. Another 80s band that I wasn't around for.
Oh.
Now there are 2 birds.
3.
Three birds.
She's trying to run with
3 Musketeers. Another movie that I wasn't around for.
It's my kid's eternal goal to make us feel as old as possible.
The first shot was not intended, but I just kept going with it.
Right.
Once I saw it.
Nice.
So to lighten the mood and make somebody not feel that old, we'll go on to the next picture from Fremont.
Oh my God!
Oh, you sexy.
This looks like Jack Black with a
like a young Jack Black.
Who's the swollen dude next to you?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's looks like he's doing like an Iron Man costume or something like that. He just doesn't have the helmet on.
Does he have a do-rag on too?
Yeah.
So is this like a rapper Iron Man?
It's Iron Bro.
Yo, it's Tony Stark, motherfucker.
It's Iron
Bro.
Iron Bro.
I believe there was an iteration where there was a black Iron Man.
Ah, there we go.
Nah.
I believe there was at some point.
No, that's War Machine.
No, War Machine is one, but somebody stepped in for Iron Man when Tony Stark was
Don Cheadle doesn't count. It's all good.
There have been more than one Iron Man. Somebody actually wearing the Iron Man costume, I believe. We may need to verify.
Well, with the expansion, with them rebooting the universe, it's rumored that Pepper is going to be the new Iron Man.
As long as you recast Pepper, please.
Gwyneth Paltrow is such a...
What is it about her that just... Just beyond words. What is it about her that's so off-putting?
See, now my only issue is the fact that as Iron Man...
You're avoiding our squirreliness.
Yes, I am. He was perfect.
Yeah, but he didn't expect to do it for like 10 some odd years.
Yeah, he did do that for a very, very long time. I don't even know when the first one came out.
And Downey Jr. is one of those who just seems like when he's over it, he's over it.
Right.
Like you the last couple you could just kind of tell, like, yeah, I don't want to do this right now.
Right. And he's still fabulous at the job. It's like whenever he throws his mind in, he says, "Okay, I'm going to do this role." He does the role to perfection.
Yeah.
But he does it his way because all the wardrobe besides the suits, all his casual wear in the movies, those are all his clothes. Like he just walks in and walks on the set. And all the times they show him snacking and eating, That's not in the script. He would go in before. He would go in before they were gonna shoot and would fucking sneak away all these snacks all over the set.
And I thought I was a nerd.
That is common knowledge. That.
Did you know this?
I mean, this is news to me.
YouTube people. YouTube.
This is a woman who actually watches video after video after video from Supernatural
because I love them.
Of their appearances at cons. And
because we missed the last con that they had here. They don't fucking advertise it.
Because there's so many damn cons. Unless you're actually looking for the con, it's not like Hawaii where a con is a special thing and you're going to get advertising for it. Here, there's like every other week there's a fucking con. So
it doesn't help that everybody who was like, "Hey, there's a Comic-Con coming here," and you're like, "Well, there's only one Comic-Con. So what the hell are the rest of these like?" Should I care about?
But there's Comic-Con now. There's the Great American Comic-Con.
Yeah.
That's the one that was started by Stan Lee. And
the biggest one, San Diego Comic-Con.
Yes.
Which is right up next to the New York Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Right.
And my friend who does the motion captures for multiple movies, he's Godzilla.
And for the listening audience.
Godzilla.
For the listening audience.
Did you see that movie, the new one, by the way?
I have not. I want to.
Okay, ready for Ken Watanabe accents because he's amazing in that movie.
Godzilla.
Just everything's like a monologue, but he come from the yeah.
Oh, sweet! I can't wait to watch that. But for our listening audience, what is your friend's name so they can look up video of him doing the
TJ Storm.
TJ Storm. So, I mean, because he's done a lot. He's not just Godzilla.
He hasn't been just Godzilla. He's played one of the... Because sometimes they use multiple people for certain things as far as motion capture.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been Colossus. He's done things with Iron Man. What was that other one?
Did he have anything to do with the Planet of the Apes? Or
No, not Planet.
He wasn't on that with them?
Predator.
Predator.
The last Predator.
He's also been in video games.
He's in video games, Call of Duty, other video. I'm not a gamer, so I can't even.
The only one I know for sure is Call of Duty, and I'm not a first-person shooter player. But
and he's also a big Dungeons and Dragons
kind of guy, which is
just
cool.
like Joe Manganiello. If you look at him, like super hot dude, I wanna be.
You want to climb him like Mount Everest,
just like Jason.
You wanted to wear one of those black suits and the mocap balls, and you can pretend he's Mount Everest.
I don't want fake balls on him. I want the real balls.
She wants to sweaty balls slapping up in her.
I would be afraid if they lit up, although I would be fascinated.
I want the balls. I want the real balls.
Oh, God.
I want the balls that rest upon my chin.
Oh, God.
But when are him and Sofia Vergara gonna make some babies? Because that's gonna be some beautiful.
Who's impregnating Sofia Vergara?
She's married to Joe Manganiello.
Oh,
so she's cheating on you?
Yeah, she never did it for me.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, just in the realm of.
Really?
I think
if it wasn't like jiggling in front of your face,
okay. I'm not gonna act. I'm just saying something about. I noticed that you kind of did the R rolling with her. You did Sofia Vergara, and I feel like everything she says has that going with it. Where it's like she's overselling the accent, like Aaron Sanchez. That would get on my nerves.
That's her accent.
No, but it feels more like her pushing
even on her.
It feels
Instagram,
like they push it.
It's like
that's just how she is.
It's kind of like the waiter, butler, or whatever from Birdcage. You're just afraid of my Guatemalans. You know,
And it's not even the G. You're just afraid of my Guatemalan. My Guatemalan.
you know,
My Guatemalan.
and funny story about that one actually, because I did a DJ contest in Hawaii.
No, that was when we was just working.
And yeah, and they invited us back to spin, and
you spin me.
Right around, baby, right around.
Another 80s song that I wasn't around for.
It's gonna be an ongoing.
I'm gonna shove like cat turds right up your nash.
That'd be good for me.
She's gonna go and buy those shoes.
We have dueling
to
squirrels.
perforate your
Dueling
ass.
squirrels.
Dueling squirrels.
But
ladies and gentlemen, there'll be another third squirrel in the next episode.
When we went back to DJ, this guy came up, and it was the most hilarious thing because it was like a older version, but looked and sounded almost exactly like that guy from Birdcage. And I mean, like, what was it he said to you?
I told you. You're so beautiful.
Because she did her makeup all really nice, and this guy he sounded exactly.
I cannot stop looking at you. You're just so beautiful.
Yeah.
See, I feel like that would unnerve me. But what was your?
And
but both of us were like.
So you were in.
We maintained our composure there, and later on, we'll just let it out. Just had to laugh our asses off. And
so, while we're getting...
If this wonderful gentleman is actually listening at some point in time, no offense to you, it's just that you reminded us so heavily of this character from
he's standing
that
there...
movie.
And leave a message on the podcast and tell him maybe make another play.
When he was standing with the equipment when it was time for us to leave, I get the car, I roll up, I'm like, do you like my watermelon? So, I mean, it's not something we could have done there, but my watermelon.
Yeah. And the stories from the DJ life, they're never ending.
You gotta bring that back, man. I wish I could have been at these events.
And you know what is funny is that sometimes the stage is not even that high up. It can be maybe a foot and a half up above the ground, but just that foot and a half above people that they think that you can't see what's going on.
God. And the things that we've seen, like you were there for a graduation party or two where the kids, I mean these kids fresh graduated from high school, some of them not quite graduated, just friends that are a year younger, and they get dirty. They get really dirty.
And then, we're trying to be PG, and you've got these young kids asking for songs that every other word is.
Yeah.
In fact, we took my mom to one of these graduation gigs while she was still alive because we didn't want to leave her at home. So we brought her, and she's sitting in the back with us, and
free food, why not?
It was that Drake song that the censored version is "You the Best."
Oh God! And I had to hunt for the censored version because
we couldn't find. She did not want the censored version.
Oh yeah.
She wanted
the real actual version.
And then we started playing it, and my mom's eyeballs was just like
fell out of her socket.
And it's not that this woman is easily offended.
No. Yeah,
at all. I mean, she curses like a sailor, but...
And then she started talking it loud, so we had to turn off the mic. We're like, she's all like, what the fuck kind of song is this?
Yeah.
You the fucking... And then she starts doing it. You the fucking best. You the best. You the fucking... And she starts pointing at people. You the fucking best. You the fucking best. You the fucking best. I'm the fucking best.
Although I still think her best song reaction was Miss Policewoman. the Miss Policewoman or whatever the name of that song is. That ooey 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 ooey. She did where they did the siren and she was trying to do the siren.
What fucking song are you singing?
Oh, I'm gonna find this fucking song and I'll play it for you later. And you, oh yeah, we were sitting in the car.
Yeah, you're not helping.
I suck. I just pulled a classic thing that DJs hate.
Yeah.
But you know that song?
You know that song
that goes like that? Are you thinking of a different? Are you thinking of a different profession?
Or then they try to sing it to you, and you're like, "Oh, girl, just stop."
Oh yeah, or like, oh god, what was that?
Oh, we had one.
The Apple Bottom Jeans song. The name of the Apple Bottom Jeans is not Apple Bottom Jeans.
These are all like grandmas that should not have been wearing some of the shit that they were wearing.
They were not wearing the boots with the furs.
Yes, they were.
They were.
That's the issue.
And they even had the Apple Bottom
where
Jeans
the whole
on.
club looking at them for reasons that they would not have.
And they wanted that song. I get a song that go with the Apple Bottom Jeans. And we're like,
yeah,
and
because
I'm like,
the name of the song is
oh, shit.
No, they would ask for the boots with the fur.
Even worse.
Yeah.
The song was either called Apple Bottom Jeans or Boots with the Fur.
Yeah, and you know, you get people asking for a song by not its title.
Yeah.
Or they ask for a song that they don't know the name of it, so they're gonna try to sing it to you.
It's funny how all of those people, like, they've never internalized a song title in their entire lives. They can't name a single one.
Hear the one thing that they can recognize.
Yeah.
Or remember.
But my personal like pet peeve is when people would ask for something like, "Can you play something we can dance to?"
Oh, thank you for that. What can you dance to?
Other people are dancing.
Right. No. I mean, I'm talking. I've got this crowd pumped. I've got 50 plus people on a dance floor when there's only 75 people at a party, and like three-quarters of them are on the floor.
And then you get the really old ones. Can we play ballroom? And we're like, really?
Although I have dropped a swing song or two and people got into it.
But no, they wanted waltz.
Oh.
Right. And they want like a waltz or some kind of weird. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
You heard the cat's response to those type of requests.
She had a few Sade thoughts too, but I'm not going to translate them for you.
And the thing was asking for something we could dance to, and then when I asked for something specific, it's like, okay, well, what can you dance to? What do you want to hear? They'll come up with something. I'm like, okay, I'll put that on. But if it kills the floor, you're out there dancing by yourself, or I cut the song.
And we will call you out.
Yeah, we will call you out. It's like, this song is by request.
But you see that person right there?
Oh, yes. The power of the microphone is wonderful.
And you hear all the people, oh.
No, I don't request. Yeah, I did request it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Like we had former friend of ours. She's like, play Bees in the Chat by what's her face? Nicki Minaj. That is a floor clearer. Unless it's massively remixed into something else, it is a floor clearer.
Yeah.
And so I play it, and she's sitting on the side. I'm like, excuse me, butthead. I did not play this song so you could fucking lip sync it while sitting down on the side. Get your bony ass in the middle of this floor and dance to this song that you bitched at me all fucking week to play.
Yep. Or how about Pop Lock and Stuck It?
Oh, she pop locked it and stayed on the ground.
So what song seemed to get them on the floor? Because I've noticed Wobble is 100 out of 100.
If it's a line dance,
pretty much guaranteed you're gonna get it.
Electric
Slide, Cupid Shuffle, Cha-Cha Slide, Wobble.
By the way, Cupid Shuffle, I'm ashamed of you guys for letting that happen. What a garbage fucking song that is.
I didn't know what it was, and it was Zoe who played it.
Yeah. But so many people like it. It's like you put, and the bad part is,
the first time they played it, only one person knew the dance, and she went out and did it. By the next 2 weeks when we showed up, boom,
Everybody had it.
Everybody fucking knew
people
it.
love it to the left. Like, oh, I know where my left is.
No,
I
but
know where right is.
You know at parties how many times I've had to stop. I looked at him, I said, I can't fucking take it anymore. I will stop the music. And they're like, hey. I said, no. I'm watching people, like, it looks like a mosh pit.
Learn your directions.
I said, everybody turn around. Look at me.
And then start the song over. Like, we'll let the whole song play through a second time. Just.
I said, look at me. Wait till the song comes on. And when I tell you to start moving to the left, you start moving to your left. Not my left, your left.
And you still get people.
Yeah, still running into. And I've actually stopped the song twice. I said, no.
Yeah.
I said, we're still mosh pitting over here. We got some people facing that way, some people facing this way, and then by the time you guys reach the middle, you guys are all like this.
If you donate $100,000 to our Patreon, the Squirrel Crew will come to your city. We'll do a DJ set, and we will talk shit about everything you like and your dancing.
Yes.
Honestly, you know what? If you did donate $100,000
We
to
might
our,
do it.
Dude,
I consider
We're
for
there.
$100 if you live in
You
Summerlin.
couldn't go to this club because it was like 23 and over. Well, rumors over. Rumors was 21 or was it Studebakers? That was 23. Anyway.
Rumors was a 23 number.
We go in there and they have cages.
Cages?
They have 2 cages.
Yeah,
so,
you can get up there and
go
dance in
dancing cages.
Wow.
This one girl who should not have been wearing what she was wearing. And now, you know, a lot of the girls like to wear they put the big fuzzy things over.
Yeah. Look like one of
she
Mr. Freeze's henchmen.
And she was already a big girl, not only in weight, but in height.
Yeah, big.
Mom and T
You
just
were-
let out a groan to that description. By the
You
way.
weren't there. She looked like a fucking Clydesdale. And I was sitting there, and I was like watching, and my friends next to me, they're like, just say it, because they could see it on my face. They're like, what do you think? I'm like, dude. First of all, I feel petite in this fucking world. Second of all,
and none of us are really that petite.
Speak for yourself, my friend.
And I said, second of all, she shouldn't be wearing what she's wearing. I said, third, she looks like a fucking Clydesdale in a cage.
Now I'm picturing like, oh god, what?
Then there's a Budweiser commercial.
But then now that we have Abominable out, she looks more like the fucking Abominable.
Which we need to see that movie. It just looks entirely too cute.
Can you fucking blow your fucking...
I blew it way out there. And
No,
it just came back.
No, you didn't.
Look, you will probably be dead tomorrow from all of that vaping. I watched enough of the news.
Oh yeah.
Save your death to yourself, man.
Oh yeah.
But you know what they've narrowed it down to that these guys did not fucking say because they didn't want to get arrested? They were all marijuana. They were all THC oil cartridges that they bought off the black market.
Yep. They were all.
And they all had toxic crap in it.
Yep.
They weren't filtered to be pure. And that's how they ended up in the fucking hospital. All they said was that they vaped. They did not say what they vaped or where they got it.
Yeah.
Exactly, ma petite.
It's zoomy time for the kitty cat, and so
Yeah, it is.
with the vaping thing, we'll move on to crazy floridians.
Oh no, dude.
And I'll let these guys respond to
Oh,
Florida man accused of making vulgar 911 calls.
Dude,
you think I'm ordering a fucking pizza, lady?
No, you know, like back in the day when I was a 411 operator, where they actually had 4111 operators.
Yeah, what's the 411?
Exactly. We would have people call in because I guess it's cheaper than a fucking 1-900 number. And the call comes in and it shows that it's from out of state, and they're like, hey, just right off the bat, I'm like, oh, click.
Wow.
I'm like, call 1-900 just because you only want to spend 65 cents and not $1 a minute.
What's a 1-900?
Those are sex phone lines.
Oh.
Like
Did you not
call.
see them on late at night?
I didn't know that it was 1-900 specifically.
Yes, they're all
I didn't know. I got a
100.
6900. No, the hot, sexy, like, oh, hey.
Pretty much anything after 1-900.
Well,
so 1-900 hot pussy. That's gotta be a sex phone line.
Yeah.
You know.
Which that's my favorite thing, because it's always just like,
So
you're 23
so this guy in Florida got arrested because he was calling up 911.
Which can bring up their number and location.
Right.
How stupid could you be?
So it says someone could be heard on recordings stating vulgar things too graphic to repeat about, and deputies who had been attempting to assist him. Oh God, yeah. So 911 is a serious thing. I fully agree that this guy should have been arrested, but damn.
And again, it's Florida.
Yeah.
What the hell is it about the climate in Florida?
It's the water.
It's the water.
It's got to be the water. It's got to be something in the water.
No.
So
Florida is a big red state.
So
Yeah,
would they just
yeah.
jump in, like, just going sex? They're on the sex call right away, and
Yeah,
they're
they're
just
like,
expecting you to
they're not
respond?
like, hi, how are you? Or no, it's hey, is your pussy wet? It's like, yeah, all the time. Just follow the drip, follow the drip, follow the drip.
Yeah, so apparently this guy's actually well known to the police in the area for alcohol-related encounters with deputies. So, I mean, this guy's got like a running track record. He just tops it off by doing sex phone calls.
Do they give us any samples?
Yeah, right? I wish. That would be great. But, that's what he looks
That is
like.
a mugshot and a half. He has this
That's
he
not.
looks proud of himself.
Exactly. I was gonna say that's not a mug shot. That's a smug shot.
That's a smug shot.
Yeah. He looks like one of those dirty gym rats.
Yeah. Like he just got
total douchebaggery.
Yeah, I just got my best line in.
Yeah.
I did legs today.
Wait, you mean gym rats do leg days?
Right? Those are the
Like,
most
is this 911 or is this 6911?
Okay, women, I have or gay men or whatever. I have a question.
Calling them out.
I have a question. If your man has hair growing out of his ears, do you prefer that tarantula coming out of his ear, or would you insist that he trim that shit out?
As a straight man, you have to trim that shit.
Thank you.
You gotta trim that shit.
Thank you. It's like
My clippers are cordless.
It's your clippers. They in there.
I say
Just go.
I said you have to trim that shit. I didn't say I have to trim that shit. Yeah.
I'm comfortable with my hairy ears.
You can braid them into your fucking sideburns, dude.
It'd be like straight from my sideburn, or straight from my ears to my sideburns to my big
No,
bushy
be
beard.
lucky that I get him to cut his fucking nose hairs. Because before I'm short and he goes, nobody can see it. I'm like, I'm shorter than you and I'm waiting for fucking Boogerzan to swim from one nostril
In his defense, ever so slightly, the top of my actual head is starting to thin, but my ear hair, this shit grows at a pace. It's faster than any hair I've ever had. I don't know how and I actually trim it, and it's gone in 3 days, or it's back in 3 days, and he's losing his actual hair, but it's a bush in the ears.
And Now, mind you, it continues down his back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No,
But on your mom's side of the family, is there anyone who's bald or balding?
Oh, many.
I'm sorry, my friend.
I don't think I'm gonna have a good bald head either. I'm worried. Like,
are you worried you're gonna have like an Usher alien head?
Yeah. I don't have like a Samuel Jackson head.
You're
Samuel
gonna have to be a hat man.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to be. That's why I'm gonna grow out the afro one time just to use it while I have it. Use it before. Yeah, I might never cut it.
Oh my god.
Just in the hopes, like I'm just only gonna trim it down to a certain point. The rest of it's just gonna stay there forever.
I want to see him one day come in here with cornrows.
Yeah. No.
No, that'll make his forehead go. Don't you know about the thinning hair?
I will get a perm one time though. I've never had a
Okay,
Jerry
let
curl.
me explain to you. Even though you did it the opposite, a perm is when you straighten the hair. When you texturize, that's when you're putting curl.
When you get the curl, yeah. I want to do either one. I actually need to do both.
Oh.
I need to do both.
Are you gonna go get the? You're gonna
do
go hot press?
Do the whole thing. I gotta utilize this hair while I still have it.
What I'd love to see is him go straight before he's born 80s and do the crimping iron. That'd be fucking hilarious. And yeah, I'm fully aware that some of the people that listen to this podcast are younger. And actually this has been brought to my attention. I will never bring up names of people that I discuss this podcast with because, well, that's just not cool unless they tell me I can. And it got brought up in a recent episode that they listened to that they remembered their parents having a VCR.
Wow.
And I made myself feel old because I brought up the VHS rewinding thing. Like, I think every house had one, the one that was in the shape of a car that you put the VHS in.
Yeah.
Push down the top of the car and it would rewind it, and then the top of the car would pop back up when it was done rewinding.
You had a specific rewinder?
Yeah.
There was a different machine?
Yeah. Fuck, I'm feeling old again.
I thought I was familiar with the VHS. It had the rewind technology in it already. It would just stop and rewind.
But if you wanted to just continue on to the next movie, you didn't have to wait.
That's why I bought that Blockbuster. They always had that sign, please be kind, rewind.
Yeah, you could buy those rewinders there.
I didn't realize there was a separate mechanism for it.
There didn't have to be. You could do it in the VCR. But
if you wanted to...
It would decline the life of the VCR.
The VCR. So you get a separate, like, little $15 rewinder thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were in the shape of a fucking car for some reason.
Think to yourself that like everything that we're using right now is going to be shitty in 20 years and we shouldn't spend money on it? We're just going to look back on this like, why do we...
Well, you would think of that of toys. All the toys... There's a lot of toys that I had when I was younger that I wish...
Oh, God.
Because I'd be set. I'd have a mansion. I'd be set.
Oh, God, yes. Dude, I had, like, just my Transformers alone, I would be sitting on, $50,000 to $100,000 worth of stuff.
I had some OG Barbies. We had the
Barbies.
We had the original Star Trek Enterprise.
That one, Star Wars. I had freaking all the OG, like, Darth Vader.
Planet of the Apes things. I had a Donnie and Marie doll.
So sorry about that.
But no, let me tell you what my lovely 6 years older brother used to do to my dolls. I would come home and Barbie's body would have Ken's head. And vice versa.
Yeah, Barbie
and then I would come home and then I would just find headless dolls. And he would be laughing and then tell me to go feed the fish. And I go and feed the fish, and all my fucking doll heads are buried in the
Your brother was
the rocks, and their hair is just like woo in the fucking aquarium.
I wish y'all could actually see the body motions and shit that go with this. It's hilarious.
There's a lot of guilty as charged for me as
Well,
well. I don't want to speak ill of the accused. I would gladly defend them in court.
But I would get back at him.
oh yes.
Oh yeah.
They were bad with the pranking each other from all the stories I heard.
He loved Arnold Schwarzenegger in Conan the Barbarian, and he had a poster, and I decided to put makeup on him. He had sexy lip gloss.
Oh God.
And I did it to Eddie Van Halen, and then he had Valerie Bertinelli, and I mutilated her with a dart.
And again, we're completely dating ourselves because we're saying, you know.
And that's when the first gel solid speed sticks came in, and I would take his underarm deodorant and I would chop it up into little bits, and then I would like put it back down, and then I would smooth over the top. So that when early in the morning, you know, when he's getting ready for school, you know, you're just twisting it up, and it would just
like cottage cheese,
everywhere.
And so take notes, folks. If you have a sibling or a family member you'd like to play pranks on, there you go.
But you know what? It never ends. It never ends. Never. I was 21, and we were all living in the same house again, just by chance. Living in the same house again, I get my first serious boyfriend, and you know, everybody was doing the glamour shots and all like that, and he comes home from the gym, and I'm sitting there with my boyfriend, and he starts giggling, and I know that fucking giggle, because that giggle means something around me is fucked up, and I have not heard, because I didn't say anything as soon as he walked in the door, so he knows that whatever he did, I didn't see it yet. Now, mind you, this was so obvious, but my glamour shot picture was right there because that's where Mom put it. It was on the table right next to the couch, and he comes out of the room and calls me Luigi, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? He goes, didn't you show your boyfriend your glamour shot picture? This jackhole took the time on Post-its, drew out a fucking Luigi mustache, colored it in, and cut it out, and stuck it on my fucking picture, and made a bubble, a saying bubble in the comments saying, hello, my name is Luigi.
It's funny how people always say, let go of the hate. No, I don't think,
never.
I feel like you've never worked harder in your life than to just spite your brother for no damn reason. And I'm almost respected.
I'm 21 and he was 27. And still.
Just going out of his way to spite you.
Oh, yes.
Oh, and you know what would still happen today?
Yeah.
Still does. If we were still in the same, it still happens.
Yeah. I think the only saving grace now is the fact that, you know,
he has his own family and his own children to pray now.
And they still live in Hawaii, and we moved to Vegas. That's the only reason why it's not still going on.
Mm-hmm. And like how I'm trying not to say names, but my sister, we gave her own. Well, I gave her own like Game of Thrones. It's not a sigil, but you know she's killer of all animals.
Oh God.
Killer.
Well, we have another friend of ours though that can't keep fish alive.
Yes, our other friend of ours in the fish community, they have like
the beta fish.
They have They
For
have her picture up. If you see her coming into,
she's the one who lost Nemo permanently.
no, and then she got this one fish that we purposely was trying to kill because he was like Chucky. He was one of those betas. He was a beta, and he had a red dot in his eye. He was, and he would fucking eat and all the other. And we asked the people at the store, what's compatible with whatever fish, so you won't have battles. He even ate his partner. He ate like his whole fucking tail. Poor guy was like.
You had to bring a priest in. That didn't quite work. Still lost a couple minnows.
Dude, we had him. Now nobody call PETA or like animal abuse on me or us. We put
This is
him.
all fiction.
Yeah. What is that beginning of the show Bad Boys? Innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Oh yeah.
So, but anyways, we put him in a plastic container that had like this much, like maybe 2 to 3 inches of water in it, and put the cover on it so he had no air, and we set him out in the sun for a week.
Bucket's still there.
Fuck, he was still alive. We're like,
torturing him. How did he go down?
Dude, we just left there until he
died of old age.
Fuck, we don't know.
Did anybody ever bury the body? Did we check the toilets?
I don't know. We let his poor friend that had no tail, that he ate off the whole tail.
Yeah.
And we let him, we're like, be free in the toilet bowl for a little while. We're like, have a nice life, my friend.
I think for me, the funniest fish to own as a pet would be an Oscar. Those things are freaking hilarious. Because like when you feed them snails. When you feed them snails, they will suck the entire snail in.
Yeah.
Crunch it up and spit out the shell.
I feel like fish.
I used to have Oscars, but I didn't know that they ate snails. We never fed them snails.
Yeah, they'll eat anything.
Fish
you drop chicken in that tank. Done.
I like mollies.
That's what every raver said.
No, not that kind of molly.
Did you write Greg's bus the other day? I feel like fish are the least satisfying pet to own. There's no external validation. You have to feed them every day, and they might die.
They're relaxing, and especially
relaxing. Their death is imminent. You just look and you're like, well, fuck.
They're relaxing. They're not massaging your feet.
Yeah, they're not massaging your feet. They don't meow. They don't do
They're
anything.
visually relaxing.
Soothing. Like if you
get a fucking screensaver. Like, why do we need to keep you alive just so you can swim around in a prison?
And you know,
don't mess with it.
I'm not messing with the computer at all.
No, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Because this isn't going to touch the computer.
Oh, you're still going to be a fucking
don't touch
because you can still watch it over there. See, it's still recording. Haha. There we go.
See, you might as well.
There's no sound.
Those might as well.
I want the
what are they making sounds? Are they singing?
I want my baby.
They just what? Fucking
how? Well, what's that?
I want my baby.
Like they just fucking swim around. They don't do anything.
You want one to do tricks? Then teach it how to do tricks.
No, I'm just saying I'd rather get any other animal that like did something. I was like, I acknowledge your existence and you keeping me alive.
I gotta say that as far as animals go, probably the surprisingly most rewarding for me would be reptiles.
Reptile. Really?
Yes. I had an iguana that I loved to death.
And you killed it.
Her.
You killed her.
And yes, because I did not know about the vitamins.
Well, you got a pet and you did not research it.
I didn't have the resources that I have now.
This is pre-Google and
there's
like really
libraries.
I understand that, and I understand that. I understand
and
that.
Whatever store you got her from.
Yeah, but like one of my favorites lately is the horny toads,
The horny toad. How
which
much?
are neither toads nor intrinsically horny, apparently.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you get that descriptor without just fucking all the time?
I understand that you're a honey toad, but that's a whole different
Are they-
story.
Honey? He's a honey?
No.
He's a honey toad. He
No.
left you long time, honey toad.
How many gay frogs did you come across in your time?
Gay frogs?
None that I know of.
Yeah, I'm
No, I have heard that there are some breeds of frog that can, should there not be enough
No,
of one
frogs,
gender or another,
just in
they can
general,
change their gender.
can change
I think there's an
their
Alex
sex.
Jones clip that I have seen and that you guys have not.
Well, you may have to rectify this.
Yeah,
Who's
that-
Alex Jones.
He's a douchebag.
Yeah, I've heard of this guy.
Oh, the InfoWars dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a whole thing about he's like, they're turning the frogs gay.
Yes.
That's one of his
Yes.
conspiracies. That
Yes. Now, apparently there are transgender frogs because they can just change gender. But no
There
gay
are,
frogs.
That's how
there
they
are
become
gay
dinosaurs.
penguins.
There are gay penguins.
gay penguins.
There are gay dolphins. In fact, homosexual behavior is frequent throughout the animal kingdom.
Because look at dogs.
Oh God, yeah, they'll hump anything that moves. You can't even call them gay.
Yeah,
They're not even bi. They're try. They'll try anything. Look, a fire hydrant. Oh yeah.
That pillow looks soft. and
There's nothing
fuzzy.
you can put before the sexual. They're just literally all sexual.
Red rocket time.
But you know what is funny? Sometimes even the girls will hump things.
In which I completely don't get. Because they well.
Give it to me!
See,
Give it to me!
are you guys being sexist about your dog preference? You're slut shaming the
I'm slut shaming the female. I'm not slut shaming the female. I'm just saying that it's odd that she's not.
They don't really have.
They don't have strap-ons for girl doggies.
And they don't have like an external clitoris that I'm aware of. I mean, I've never really looked that close at a dog, JJ.
I mean,
you know,
I
A
can't
dog,
speak.
JJ. A dog, JJ.
I feel like you could have come up with a better pun than that.
it was off the cuff. It was
Puppy
off
puss.
the
You
cuff.
could have done it.
There's dog gina.
Dog China. That's still feel like
So I'm going to
we're
get
grasping.
criticized on my terminology for a dog pussy.
Yeah.
K9 Nani.
You can make a song out of that one.
Yeah, I mean, there's no.
K9 Nani, that you could so totally make a song
K9.
out of that.
No, but you went with dog JJ.
Anyway, folks,
Dog
it is
regime.
it is that end of
Puppy
the episode
punani.
thing, and I'm gonna have to compete with terms for the vagina of a canine.
Yeah, the no external clitoris, he says. No external clitoris.
But so if I'm wrong,
And
then
if
there's
your
a
clit-
spot
and
there,
if
no,
your-
is there
and
an
if your
A spot?
clitoris is external, that means you've been fucked the fuck out.
Is there an A spot
And
on the dog? Do you know?
And you've got straight up roast beef curtains.
So, folks,
If
that
you've
is the
got
end of
stuff
Squirrel
that's
Tangent for
hanging
this
and-
Any
week.
foreplay tips for dealing with a
Hanging
puppy?
and dangling and no.
We'll see you again in 2 weeks. Again, you can stream us anywhere you really like, except for Pandora, because they're still procrastinating on getting me out there on Pandora.
Call 911. Tell them you want more episodes of the
You
show
want
now.
that dog JJ?
Right. And you can look us up on iTunes. You can look us up on Spotify. There's even a
And Puppy
webpage.
Punani.
Just Google us. Check us out on Facebook.com/thesquirreltangent.
Tell us more about the dog sex anatomy so that we
Right.
can
If you know anything about dog sex anatomy, please let us know. We'll read your emails online. You can actually email us at
We won't say your name.
thesquirreltangent@gmail.com.
.gov. Whoa. Whoa.
We're official.
We're really official. There is no .gov for the Squirrel Tangent, just our
Not
Gmail. Yeah, we may eventually have a webpage. That might be something to do in the future. But folks, please just Google us, hit us up on email, hit us up on Facebook. I even have a few pictures on Instagram.
I don't want nobody to know what I look like.
What? Anyway. Aloha.
External glitters.